Welcome to another episode of Decode with Mithun, Stock Market Analysis.
Welcome to Market Masala, where the stock market's twists and turns feel just like a spicy Bollywood blockbuster. Picture July 31st, 2025, when the market swung like a pendulum in a suspense thriller.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. A day where you can almost hear the dramatic musical score in the background. Were the bulls performing a daring heist, or did the bears crash the party?
Oh, it was, cinematic, all right? Just think about the major index movements. Nifty kicked off at 204800, strutted up to 204950, dipped down to 204750, and finally bowed out at 204900, up by 100 points.
And let's not forget Bank Nifty, our understated sidekick. Starting at 51,200, it hit a peak at 51,500 before settling at 51,300, up by 50 points. Talk about a roller coaster.
Exactly. And the real spice came from the FIIs and DIIs. FIIs splurged Rs 2,000 crores, while DIIs tossed in Rs 1,500 crores. It was like the market gods decided to throw a cash-soaked bash.
Yep. It's fascinating how a splash of capital can turn an ordinary day into a blockbuster event. Almost like the bulls turned into heist directors.
Right. And speaking of drama, the market sectors played their roles to perfection. Pharma soared by 2%, delivering gains like a doctor doling out miracle pills, while IT climbed 1.5%, riding that global tech wave. On the flip side, autos and realty slipped by 1% each.
That's like the A-list stars versus the extras, isn't it? Pharma and IT completely stole the spotlight while autos and realty just moped in the corner. Exactly,
it's like they forgot their lines entirely. Now diving into individual stock performances, RT Pharma Labs was one of those showstoppers.
Right. RT Pharma Labs opened at 942, hit a high of 954, slumped to 931.1, and closed at 946.5, up from 937.3, with a 53.45% delivery. It's practically waving a bullish engulfing candle as a green flag for the bulls.
Yeah, and with a volume clocking in at 1.74 lakh shares, it clearly caught the attention of investors. But not every stock had its moment. Take Angel One, for example.
Angel One, the brokerage whiz, barely budged. It opened at 2647.9, peaked at 2652.3, took a dip to 2601, and closed at 2641.2, with only 25.19% delivery. It felt more like a day trader's playground than a standout performance.
Exactly. It's like it was sleeping through the extravaganza, totally too sleepy for a short-term call. Now, on to AstraZeneca Pharma India. That one really stole the show.
Oh wow. AstraZeneca Pharma India was a blockbuster hit. It opened at 9020.5, rocketed up to 9400, dipped to 8948, and then closed at 9340, comfortably up from 8947.5. And with a 32.66% delivery, it's like a rocket blasting through the atmosphere.
Right on. But even with such a stellar performance and breaking past its 200-day SMA, I'm inclined to advise waiting for a dip before jumping in. Smart trading, you know?
Agreed. Patience can be a virtue. And then there's Atul Limited, the so-called chemical king, which was noticeably underwhelming.
Yes, Atul Limited opened at 6757, clambered slightly to 6770.5, fell to 6700, and ended the day at 6734.5. Barely a whisper of a gain, just 0.23% today. Its volume was low too, just 10,000 shares with 43.93% delivery. It really left no impact.
It definitely seemed like it lost its spark, kind of like a lead actor who forgot their lines on stage.
Exactly, but then there's Burger Paints that added some vibrant color to the day. It opened at 570, peaked at 580, and closed at 574.95, up from 571.5, with a robust volume of 4.75 lakh shares and 58.74% delivery.
Right. I love that. It's like even when a few stocks falter, there's always one painting a pretty picture. Now, moving on to BPCL, the oil giant. What a ride that was.
Oh, BPCL was wild, man. It opened at 334, spiked to 343.55, plunged to 330, and closed at 337.05 with massive volume, 113.66 lakh shares, and 42.06% delivery. With oil price swings fueling some serious volatility, It even formed a double top.
Yep. A double top is like a red flag signaling caution, don't you think?
Absolutely, it suggests a pause for short-term traders. Then, Britannia, the biscuit boss, crunched out a solid performance, opened at 56.27, hit 57.58.5, and closed at 57.47. It posted a 2.15% gain with an RSI of 70, making it a tasty, albeit cautious, short-term buy.
Right. Though I have to wonder, does that RSI of 70 mean Britannia might be a bit overbought right now?
That's a valid point. It's a delectable performance, but one that calls for caution. Not every tasty treat is free of risk. Now look at EID Perry, the sugar star. It opened at 12.12, hit 12.46.5, and closed at 12.36.2, up by 2.27% from 12.08.8, with 81.3% gain since March.
Wow, talk about sweet performance. Riding on bullish vibes after breaking its 50-day EMA, it's definitely one for the short-term buy list.
And then there's Godfrey Phillips, the cigarette king. It smoked the charts, opening at 89.99, peaking at 95.20, and closing at 93.90.5, but its delivery was low at 20.85% with an RSI at 72. I'd wait for that dip, you know?
Too smoky for immediate action, I'd say. Better let it cool off a bit.
Right? And then Graphite India was just meh. Minimal movement with a tiny close-up. In contrast, HDFC AMC shone brightly. It opened at 56.34, scaled up to 56.95, and ended at 56.70 with 61.93% delivery. Its volume and performance above the 20-day EMA definitely call it a short-term buy.
Absolutely. It really does stand out, like the highlight reel of an action-packed market day. But what about the smaller players like Kriti Industries and LT Foods?
Kriti Industries, for instance, was almost flat, at 174.03 all day with 0% delivery, despite a 2% gain since March. LT Foods, staying steady from an open of 500 to a close of 501.05, barely moved with only a 0.07% gain today. In both cases, holding off seems wise.
It's definitely one of those wait-and-see moments. Switching gears a bit, Mephasis, our IT ace, made a leap. It opened at 27.82, soared to 28.57, and closed at 28.06.6, riding high above its 50-day EMA, with a 1.16% gain today.
Indeed, the tech rally provided a nice boost there. And let's not ignore Natco Pharma, along with Page Industries, the underwear empire that, soared. Page Industries opened at 472.20 and climbed to 48315, with robust delivery and a 2.33% gain today.
That performance, especially for Page Industries, is almost like they swapped out plain cotton for gold-threaded fabric. It's comfortably bullish for sure.
Exactly. And PI Industries, the key player in the agrochem sector, elevated nicely. It opened at 42.57, rose to 43.30, and closed at 43.24.2, with volume above its 20-day EMA. A solid buy signal there.
Meanwhile, Tata Chemicals and Titagar Rail seemed rather hesitant. Tata Chemicals was choppy, and Titagar Rail barely budged, signaling a wait from a short-term perspective.
Yes, Tata Chemicals opened at 1,000, fluctuated around 1018.8, and closed near its support. Titagar Rail even formed a bearish candle. No fireworks there, so best to sit out for now.
Right. And what about the global market cues? The US was up by 0.5%, Europe by 0.4%, while Asia was a mixed bag. It almost seemed like tomorrow, India might get an extra boost.
Absolutely. And with FIIs piling into HDFC Bank and Reliance, alongside promoters bolstering stakes in LT Foods and Tata Chemicals, these bullish signals are hard to ignore. Nifty might even flirt with the 25,000 mark if it holds firm at 24,850, and Bank Nifty could have its eyes set on 51,500.
That's exciting. But if I may respectfully challenge a bit, while those bullish signals on FIIs and promoters are strong, sometimes such capital inflows aren't an immediate guarantee for a surge. Markets often need a breather after such a frenzy, don't you think?
I get where you're coming from. Yes, it's a fair caution. The market, like any good film, often includes intermissions before the next big act. So, being patiently aggressive is definitely the order of the day.
Exactly. And that's what makes following these trends so utterly captivating. The mix of drama, strategy, and a pinch of risk always keeps you on your toes.
Right, the whole scene is like a well-scripted masala mix, full of unexpected twists and a bit of suspense at every turn. It's like a suspense thriller where you never really know which actor is going to steal the spotlight next.
Absolutely. And that's precisely why each episode of Market Masala becomes a treat for investors and market enthusiasts alike.
No doubt about it. Thanks for riding this roller coaster of market drama with me. Until the next thrilling act, keep your investments spicy and your eyes peeled for that next big breakout.
Indeed, stay bold, stay curious, and I can't wait to catch the next show. Catch you in the next act of market excitement.
Please note, all content of this video is only for educational purpose only. Consult SAB registered financial advisor before investing. If you like this content, subscribe and hit the bell. No hurry, do it when you have time.